5 seconds remaining.
Imba Spirit.
Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban.
All right, got the Slardar Lone Druid already.
10 seconds remaining.
I think they're
5 seconds.
I would say they're
remaining.
even because there's a Slardar. Lone Druid alone, definitely not
Reserve
enough,
time.
but I think Slardar is definitely one of the more OP heroes, in my opinion. Okay. Yes, I think that's correct.
Dire
They had a really
team
impressive
ban.
showing yesterday. Originally I would have said that I would definitely favor Warriors Gaming before watching NextGen yesterday. But after seeing them yesterday, I actually think that this is a pretty even matchup.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
I'm gonna have to go look. I don't actually remember. I'm
10
gonna say that it was
seconds
Seal.
remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Wait, weren't you? No, that wasn't them though. That was Eden from RRQ. I think that's who you're thinking about. I still think it's an even match. I'm just basing NextGen off of their actual series, not the. I wasn't mixing up.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Especially since everyone picked very similarly. There's not too much variation.
10 seconds remaining.
At the moment, I would say that
5
it's
seconds
kind of in the air.
remaining.
I actually am not too against seeing a revenge here. I actually think it's not bad,
Reserve
especially since you have a Slardar. By having extra levels on bench, you can easily swap into a Crush with a setup.
Dazzle.
Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining.
I think it's not too bad here. I guess the idea is so you're up against
5
Slardar and
seconds
Venge,
remaining.
both of them having the ability to minus armor. Counteract that with the
Reserve
weave.
time.
Lone Druid and Wisp? How so? What do you mean?
Silencer.
Dire team pick.
Thing about it is just being able to save him with relocate. I think the regen isn't too big of a deal because Lone Druid just uses air to soak up all the damage when farming. So most of the
10
time he doesn't
seconds
actually
remaining.
need the regen.
5 seconds remaining.
And next gen they pick up the
Reserve.
silencer. So they definitely, I think this is actually going to be a core bench because I think if you pick up a silencer here, the idea is basically to blow someone up before you can even get a grave up. And it's also really good against the Ember Spirit, Inner Spirit. Yeah. I think Yules is probably the best option here. If he's gonna pick up something, like I think his build most likely will be Veil into either Blink or Yules, depending on how the game is going for them. Actually, I'm kind of convinced that Silencer is the secret hero
Radiant
of this
team
patch.
ban.
Like everyone's favoring all of these other heroes, but Silencer is actually pretty close top, at least in my opinion.
Ten seconds remaining.
Well, first of all, I think Global is just insanely strong.
5 seconds remaining.
And you know, originally when they made the change to Arcane Curse, I wasn't a big fan of it, but after trying it out, I actually really like
Dire
Arcane
team
Curse.
ban.
And Last Word is just overall very strong. Basically, his entire set is some, at least in my opinion, tier 1 hero.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining.
That's true. It's very
5 seconds
reliant on the
remaining.
team, like really on the same page, being on the same page for that global usage.
Reserve time.
Warriors Gaming, they need one carry. There's still a Luna, but I don't think Luna matches up too well here. I actually think Jug is better. Okay, PA is actually okay too. I was gonna say like some kind of carry that could buy Blink and kill Lone Druid by themselves. Yeah,
10
that's
seconds
a
remaining.
good point. Teams really seem to favor PA.
5
I mean,
seconds
to be fair, I
remaining.
don't think we've seen any PA games to great success.
Reserve time.
Abyssal Underlord.
I think they pick PA just because I know what's going to be Silencer mid. They highly anticipate it, and I don't think you want to lane your Ember against the Silencer, so it should be PA mid and then Ember Spirit in the safe lane. And this is gonna be the carry Lone Druid, support our Venge. I
10 seconds remaining.
I think there's a higher chance, but we'll see in a moment. I'm pretty sure it should be
5 seconds
core Underlord.
remaining.
Oh, I assumed that it was going to be Master and
core?
carry, but it looks like core Venge. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is
core
going to be a
Venge.
core Venge. Silencer support, Sardar, and then mid lone druid.
So this is kind of your original prediction to have higher levels of swap to obviously use it both offensively and defensively. And then we're gonna see a lone druid mid versus I imagine the Ember Sphere matchup. It feels like the lane should be fairly good here for next gen.
Yeah, Nano's going to be playing mid Ember, and I think lone druid shouldn't have any issues with that. Then Dazzle PA and Earth Spirit, probably not enough to kill off an Underlord.
I can't do ping here apparently. I feel a little bit laggy.
I think it's also a little too early to tell whether this is going to be a support or a core Underlord, because DBB and Seal actually swap in between games, I believe.
That's true. That's true. DBB mostly the support player, although sometimes they do swap. All right, we're done washing our hands. We're finishing the sandwich. Let's go, guys.
Early smokes from both sides. Are they going to catch each other out?
It seems like DBB is gonna be playing the core pit lord. Seal does have the boots, but DBB getting the poor man shield is likely to sit in the lane a little bit more.
I guess Seal is pretty much their designated Sardar player. I don't think I've ever seen them not play it whenever they pick it up.
That's true. That's true.
And then, like you mentioned, when they picked Darkseer, it was him playing it. It's his specialty, Seer and Sardar.
Just the initiator kind of roles.
Yeah, to be fair, he did a great job yesterday.
Yeah, no complaints
Was
here.
it yesterday? I don't remember if it was yesterday.
Maybe it was the first matchup yesterday. I
30
don't recall.
seconds to battle.
So let's talk about this matchup because I don't think we've seen it here at the DAC broadcast. The Sand King versus Venge. Obviously, it's not a straight 1v1. He's gonna have a little bit of support help. But if it is a 1v1, Venge just gets decimated in the lane, right?
I would say so. They're not going to leave him. It's not exactly the greatest 1v1. And it looks like Nana's actually going to be playing the 1 position. It's going to be PA mid instead. They're going to avoid that Lone Druid Ember matchup.
Yep. The PA mid could still harass the Lone Druid, obviously, although I think after seeing the PA mid, he just needs to pick up a magic stick and he should be okay.
I think the PA's focus here is pretty much just to farm, unless there's a rotation. I think it's really difficult for a PA to have any kind of solo kill potential on a Lone Druid.
Right. And something I think you mentioned previously was that in the mid, Lone Druid don't pick up the Orb Venom. They kind of prioritize a little bit more in stats. Any big reason on why? I mean, I feel like it's still a good harass item.
I think if you're gonna harass, just you don't really need to invest 300 gold or almost 300 gold into an Orb of Venom.
Okay. I guess for the Orb of Venom on the side lanes, the slow allows you to chase a little bit more, and the lane's much longer to allow you to get the chase off. Whereas in the mid lane, not so much. Man, that Arcane Curse doing so much work on the bottom lane.
Yep, as long as there's more than one hero, the value you get out of it is actually really high.
Yep, especially if you drop it in the middle of the fight and be like, okay, do you not want to cast spells or?
So far, every lane kind of as expected. I don't think there's really too many ways they can actually kill off an Underlord up here. So I think he'll be doing fine. He'll do fine in the lane.
And I think
we're gonna see more of this pull. The pull.
I mean, I really don't think this is the pull, but I guess that you can do this pull. And honestly, you can't really ward it. I mean, you technically can, but most people don't.
it's like you said, it's not exactly the pull, but if you're in a tri lane and you're not really accomplishing too much in the lane, this is definitely very good go-to. Yeah.
On the mid lane, Lone Druid surprisingly having a tough time against Ajit. Which makes no sense given the fact that he has 2 units to last it with. Ajit, I guess, with the combination of his dagger and good last hitting overall.
To be fair, playing Lone Druid like that is a little awkward sometimes. Because even though you do have 2 units, the timing is obviously going to be different. So,
Sure.
it's also hard to harass a PA in the lane like this because EMS, you don't exactly do that much damage.
Yep, and she's got the early skill and blur as well. I'm gonna look to Afu to start making rotations to the mid lane because I think level 4 or 5, that's when PA could really start forcing some kills with that early access into Blink Strike. But instead, it's gonna be
Slardar
Seal.
is invis.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be a kill unless there's a root, which he's pretty far away from 5.
I think he was trying to H level 3.
Okay. Well, as he's gone in the bottom lane here, Sapboy in a lot of trouble. He is going to be going down to the first blood. It was a Burrow Strike into a heal bomb setup. And I think they definitely need a Slaughter to be there to make sure that it doesn't happen.
Alright, I think I underestimated how well this PA actually Lone Druid. Lone Druid is actually having quite a difficult time, actually.
I mean, I want to say part of it, he's not playing super well, if I may say so. Like, he's missing a lot of last hits. He just purchased the Magic Stick, which I think he should have bought before even finishing the Ring of Aquila. And Ajit is getting a lot of mileage out of those daggers. And there's a double damage. I wonder if he's going to wait for level 6 for that DD to activate, or he's going to just go.
I think he should kind of feel it out first. Keep throwing daggers, and whether or not he's going to be in a good spot, make that kind of play.
Right. Well, Dazzle's rotating in. I think that might be what he's waiting for. Ajit could just shove this lane in. Although I think X-Nova's going to get scouted.
Him out.
Yeah, X-Nova might be dead here. Oh, first hit root, of course. And that is going to be a kill. PA comes back in. I don't think this is going to be a kill that he could force.
Very much needed kill for a different heaven. Instead of not having the greatest time.
I think the overall, like the lane setup is so okay for NG. Like, I think particularly Pitlord getting absolute free farm in top lane is what they could fall back onto. Because generally when you see a free farm Pitlord, like, he's gonna stay like the top 3 or 2 net worth.
They're going on him.
Oh, he's gonna be very, very tanky, and he has TP support. He's gonna default a triple remnant. Is gonna come in. Nana dodges it. Okay, Nana might have actually been able to like force the kill by chasing in, but instead he's gonna let BBB go.
I'm actually really surprised he managed to dodge that. It didn't look like.
Yeah. Still though, I think that's a big win here for NG because as the remnant's
triple remnant, yeah,
use, and he could just TP back and bully the lane once again.
Avoiding the mid lane altogether. I guess he really respects that double damage. Like, he knows he has it, and he just doesn't want to risk it.
As he should. And here comes a rotation from Ajit, although he might just be looking for him in the jungle. Now Different Heaven shows himself to the Observer in the mid lane.
This should make my life easier.
Never refuse go.
And Ajit's gonna make that rotation.
Dirty.
Yeah, they see him with that ward.
He's standing right next to that ward.
Yeah, but the fact that he didn't get an early crit.
Oh, bottom lane, Ben. Thinking about it.
Double damage running out soon.
Hardly.
Her spirit is behind the tree line here. Man, Different Heaven is playing so carefully. I say that though, the row coming in. Where's the kick? Nothing. Blink Strike and Dagger comes in. There's a kick. Seems like half the team wanted to go in, half the team did not, and it's just
Radiant's middle tower.
A little bit
On
of
the bright side, at least they didn't actually
Yeah, nobody died.
commit. I think Afu was a little low on mana, maybe?
Bottom lane, Sapboy dropping extremely low. Looks like he's gonna just port home. No, he's
Sapboy actually is having a really rough time here. He's only level 4. He's not having a great time in this safe lane. He's lower level than the support silencer.
Under attack.
I mean, Venge carry is not something that's very good in the lane, in my opinion. Like, the only time I ever see him winning the lane is when he has double stunning supports, one of them being a Visage, right? And then you just like nuke the hell out of everybody. But that's not really Venge winning the lane, that's just Visage winning the lane.
Alright, bottom lane,
Radiant's bottom tower
Converging
is under
here.
attack.
trees. I wonder if they're gonna try to defend it.
Looks like they are to scan on top of the tree line, but this is becoming the new hiding spot on the right side instead of on the left. Slardar is rotating in, but Venge is just leaving now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're giving up. Actually, no, they're not. They still have a glyph. Is there gonna
Sand
be a
King?
TP? They need to go soon.
Radiant structure.
Here comes the lone druid TP.
I mean, where's the lockdown on all of this? Afu is gonna come through. They're gonna get the tower, I believe. Yeah, tower's gonna go down regardless, and now Afu is gonna be fine, I believe, as well. But that was just like 4 heroes standing here. I guess different heaven TP'd in. But they accomplished pretty much nothing. Did they even glyph for that?
They did glyph for that. That was quite a questionable defense. Like you said, not really
Yeah.
accomplishing too much, and as an invis, they have to be really careful here. They have 4 heroes here. This might be a free 1 or 2 kills. They're not careful.
If they kick for a stun, that should be all they need. Oh, they want a barrel strike first. There's a dagger coming through, and the kick actually misses. The first strike's gonna be there. Sapboy is not gonna get the kill because of the grave. They do get the 1 kill, and now Sapboy is gonna get pinged out here for the secondary kill as well. Afu might go down to the curse. It's not exactly the highest level of curse. And Ben, Sandstorm's under the tower. Oh, the crit is gonna come through from Ajit, and that's gonna be yet another kill. Ben taking a lot of them curses. He needs to TP out, but I think the creep wave's on him. He's gonna be dead. Oh my god.
Nope.
Buys a
That
bottle.
was so close.
Yeah, he buys a bottle and heals up too. Stuff. What level was that curse? A level 3.
3-3?
Man,
Yeah.
it doesn't do that much damage, it feels like. Ajit getting eyes on different heaven, but somehow he realized that there's a PA in the high ground. I'm not exactly sure how.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Melted.
By the way, DBB has not left this lane at all.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised about that, though. I think they could really use his help. Maybe they're just waiting on his mech. He's almost
yeah.
got it.
Anna trying to trade right click with his Ember Shield on, which honestly, I think Pillar wins that right click.
He's got a Firestorm again. Not have to be careful.
Triple Remnant in. Boom. Alright. Oh, it's gonna be close. Okay, he's gonna
Nah,
be
he's fine.
I guess he doesn't win that right click war.
So I guess effectively NextGen have pretty much lost every lane.
I wouldn't say the top lane is lost, like the 1 kill is okay. But the mid and bottom, yeah.
Well, for the most part. Sure, Pitlord has a lot of farm, but Nana also has a ton of farm.
True.
Radiant's middle tower is under
And
attack.
unfortunately, I don't think Pit Lord's farm translates to too much. Yes, the early mech is great, but I guess technically NextGen could group up and 5-man towers, but I don't think that's what they're planning to do.
I don't know how I feel about that though, because even if you have the early mech, there's really not much damage on NextGen's team.
Right.
Lone Druid doesn't really have much. Oh, mid lane.
Swap back in for Ajit. Global is going to get committed as well here. A really good Global, because or else that PA was going to get saved by the Dazzle TP. And then now with this kill, I think they could actually go for the 5-man towers.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Violently here for once.
Yep.
They even
Pop
have
that
Dark
buckler.
Grip.
No, okay.
They
let's
feel
back it
scared
up.
because they're all weeb.
That's true. And Global is down, and PA's coming back alive, so.
And they might actually know that Ben has this blink. What do you do? Probably consider a switch here.
Yep. And right now, they need to give Seal farm. Like, he's probably their most important player right now.
I think with this lineup, it's actually okay if he doesn't finish the blink as fast. But Venge really needs doubles.
I disagree.
I think you can actually rely on Venge now.
BBB. Do they not see him? They don't see him farming in the low ground. Their smoke just broke and they're checking on the north side. And finally they see him now, but okay. Epicenter is gonna get channeled, and he does have the mech. Maybe he can make it to the shrine. It's not gonna be close. He popped the shrine. It's gonna be
my god.
Firestorm, and it's gonna Malice being dropped. He's still being killed up. He's finally gonna die, but how much damage has been sustained? Burrow Strike on the way out here. Ben, another 2-3-man stun here. That's gonna be 1 kill. Nana taking a lot of damage as well, but looks like it's not gonna be enough. The rotation here by NG's is just not quickly enough. They lose 3, they lose 4. And what looked pretty good as the start was not so good, as only 1 hero at a time came in, and obviously all of WG was there.
The other issue is that WG just, I mean, sorry, not WG, NextGen, like I said, there's not that much damage. Until Lone Druid actually has items, they don't really do anything at all.
Yeah. That was
How often do you see a team fight lost on top Shrine?
I mean, to be honest, the Shrine and the mech was used on essentially one person, so...
Oh, he didn't have mech yet. I think if he had mech, that would have...
This should make my life
Oh, he
easier.
didn't? Are you sure?
He didn't, he just had
I'm sure he popped mech there. Okay.
Harry, I'm 100% sure. Watching his inventory.
I'm gonna watch the VOD in 5 minutes.
Alright.
And say you're wrong.
Never wrong.
GDB gonna get Burrow Strike right after TPing in. The Global is gonna get committed here. Are they gonna try to churn it around? The Pit of Malice trapping Nana a little bit, but he's gonna be fine. He's gonna jump back out. Ben inside the trees, but he has Blink relatively soon. He will Burrow Strike and blink away. The silence has not set in yet by the last word.
Huge loss for NextGen, because that's another global down. They got nothing with it.
Yep.
If Warriors Gaming really wanted to, they can easily take another team fight now that the global's down.
Another smoke, another team fight.
They have a pretty deep observer ward. Do they see bench farm here? I don't think they do.
Alright, so earlier we were talking about, I was saying it's very important for Steel to get the blink. You said that they could rely on the Venge more or less. I think the Blink Dagger is what really is their key form of initiation. Remember that bottom tier 1 defense? Like, they just don't have any way to start a fight.
Bottom lane. Yo. He looks very dead. So, I mean, and as you're talking about how important it is for him to get that blink, he's going to get even further away from it.
Yep. Afu does have the urn. Pretty standard build for him. And also, the reason I think that the blink is important is that Silencer is also dependent on it. As we saw previously, like, these globals are just not looking very good, but if you're on the initiating train and you get the sun on top of that, then it's quite good.
I think though at this point it's gone to the point where even if he does get a blink, Gen just don't exactly have enough farm to make use of that blink dagger.
Yeah,
still not enough damage. Like until Lone Druid finishes Maelstrom, at least there's just really no damage.
Yeah, the blink right now doesn't actually win you team fights. Maybe it'll help you get a gank or two, which is probably what they need to do to make a comeback. Like if they could, you know, blink, stun the PA, global on top of that, and get a quick kill. Their target priority should probably be Ember first. I'm not even sure if they're able to kill PA. They were trying to lay a bait here for Seal, but there's no catch. I wonder if Sapboy should just have his Satyr creep microed onto the slaughter, so that they actually have some form of chase.
I think he's... Wait, where is his creep anyways?
He's checking Roche right now, which is also fair, I guess.
Hard to say. He needs to purge himself too if he wants to swap. Probably just easier overall just to self, unless you share control. You
know, come to think of it, whenever I see Faceless play their the Helm of Dominator games, it feels like the creeps is just everywhere. Whereas in this kind of game, it just feels like it's very static and not doing much.
I can actually kind of agree with you there. To be fair though, I don't think every player is capable of controlling it the way Ice does. Yeah, Ice is very good at controlling his creep.
I guess it's also more of what kind of lineup you're playing, right? Like the creep just adds so much more when everyone else is also roaming and ganking. I don't think Nana's even like. There's no way.
Yeah, he saw him rotating again.
Bottom lane, Zero Strike's gonna come in. Epicenter gets channeled up. Nice kick to make sure that the Epicenter comes in, and that global is what I call a do nothing global, as they even cancel anything. But
wait,
might actually help him. Yeah, he's gonna survive here. Do something global, but oh, Nana's gonna come in. That's gonna be one kill. Different heaven. He's gonna go into his ultimate. They do get the swap back in for the kill. The fear, the silence, the stun, everything on top of Nana, but he's gonna jump back out. No, he's gonna want to jump back out. EA's comes back in. That's gonna be one more kill. Different heaven's trying to run. He's gonna get dagger, gonna get slowed down. The crits are coming through. He's trying to body block himself, but Nana blinks back in. Remnants to break the trees, and that's gonna be 3 more kills. You know, Seal looking for the blink, and I'm starting to agree with you. Even if he does get the blink, it's just maybe too little too late.
Yeah, they fought through a global and damage. A Dragonlance Lone Druid, he doesn't even have his level 15. Like, in order to do damage with Lone Druid, you have to be level 15, and I would say have at least Maelstrom, and then you hit really hard. Until then, you don't really do damage.
I think what we were seeing this game, and also in the last couple of days, is that lane winning strategy is just the way to go, it seems like. I don't think I've seen a team where they lost like 2 lanes and came back. I feel like most of these games are just one team being able to snowball off a very good lane stage and just winning, regardless of mistakes or whatnot.
I think I would definitely agree with that, but this is like a very high degree of lane losing.
Yeah.
Because I think like 2 lanes completely lost, and then the top lane, like you said, Pitlord was farming pretty well, but he still ended up giving a solo kill up to Nana, and that made Nana get like 1.5 levels. Alright, here comes the blink.
Yep, it only gets 1 though, and there's no follow-up.
Global either.
And here comes Nana. It's going to come through on the back line, going on KL7. That's going to be 1 kill. He does get rooted, but great stun here on DPP. He's going to be dead as well. Burrow Strike onto the right side here. Venge caught out. Okay, he does swap himself into the fight on the other side. Nana with a grave turned on. He's just going in. He doesn't care. He flicks forward. He's going to be surviving. Nice chain here, and that's going to be a 5-man wipe. Not surprise me if the GG gets called right here, because that was the last hurrah for Seal with a Blink Dagger picked up. Nana, the first one in, the last one out. Just like that hard worker in the office, man. Gets in 8 AM, leaves in 8 PM. Putting in work.
That was just really well played by Nana. He knew exactly what he was capable of once he got saved by that grave. He had 17 wand charges. He wasn't afraid at all.
Yeah.
And I don't know, NextGen kind of jumping the gun there. Maybe they could have waited for the global silence. It was only 5 seconds off. But they ended up taking the team fight anyways.
I don't blame them, because I feel like they are so desperate for something, anything right now. And now it looks like Seal's gonna get caught here by a Burrow Strike. Look at this damage! Oh my goodness. He just got 100% to nothing. Okay, swap Ajit back in. Ajit does have the Aegis. His team needs to come back here. That Pit of Malice, I think, will re-root a second time. But here comes Afu. Okay, nice root into Fear, but he's just so fast. And of course, he has great backup.
I wonder if that fear was even necessary. I don't think I actually have any more lockdown for him though.
Oh, you're saying the fear might have helped him run away faster?
Yeah. They just didn't really have any lockdown anyways. I don't think there was any real way they were gonna kill him. Everyone was positioned for him to blink strike onto anyways. Alright, they have pretty much everything up, and they have 1 smoke, so I guess this is going to be the real final team fight that they take.
Burrow Strike from the back line. Global? Okay, Global is going to save them.
No.
Yeah, that's a defensive Global. Okay, two-man chain. Now they're rolling here against CBB. What a kick! Oh my god,
that kick.
Apu! And now in the back line, it's just everyone getting murdered. KL7 taking a ton of damage. Burrow Strike is going to hit on 2. The bear dies, or sorry, Pit Lord dies. They're trying to run. KL7 is going to get daggered down. Oh, they do miss the seal chain, but I don't think they really care. Oh no, the bear, not like this.
Easy 300 gold.
Man, that kick by Apu though.
That was very, very impressive. 3-man stun, 3-man silence. Full value out of his rocks. Still has 1 remaining.
He also doesn't have blink. That's the more impressive thing, right? Like he just rolled in to make sure to get that positioning.
Your spirit play, always interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, and Nana is going for that ring.
Is this really a build, or is this more of a we're winning so far?
No, this is a build. It's just not as popular as the Elmer one.
Okay. Is this a win more build?
Say, if you have it this early and your opponents don't really have anything, sure.
Right, but the only time you can have it this early is when you're winning super hard, yeah?
This is like as hard as it gets. 4 to 21. That net worth lead, you know, the casual 1,000 over their mid.
Yeah. So earlier you were saying the lane losing, like this was a pretty hard lane loss, and I think on top of that, these are heroes that can't afford to lose the lane, right? Venge needs to win the lane. Lone Druid needs to win the lane because they're not exactly great flash farmers in the mid game, and they need that big boost in gold and levels.
I think losing bottom lane is actually not too bad, but the mid lane cannot lose that.
Yeah. By the way, Lone Druid is still level 14.
Oh, here comes a big wraparound.
No, Global's gonna be there. Okay, pretty decent. And now they do catch X Nova on the back line here. Does force himself back out, but Ajit just comes in and just starts killing people one by one. That Radiant's doing a lot of work as well. He's seeing slow down. Sadboy comes back in. Nana forward. Okay, Sadboy's gonna swap himself back out, but the epicenter is gonna find him. Meanwhile, looks like Different Heaven's trying to run. He is gonna get burned down by the Radiance. And Seal is the only one surviving. Okay, looks like DBB's out as well.
That was actually so funny. Next gen, they pop the global, right? And they kill Afu off immediately, which is really something they really want. They need to get rid of this Earth Spirit as fast as they can. And they kill off the Earth Spirit. Afu bides back and accidentally TPs right on top of the house. I thought that was really funny. I mean, they didn't really need him. Got 3 for nothing. Oh, they 3 for 1.
Alright, WG. Trying to finish this game out. A Pit of Malice though, being pretty annoying.
This is next gen's final hold, it seems. I don't think Warriors Gaming are gonna wait for another Roshan.
Yep, Cliff is down, shrines are used.
They need Ajit to hit this. The only one who's actually capable. No. Pit Lord.
Yeah, the Pit and
High ground.
Firestorm. I think they're looking for like initiation of some sort. Oh,
alright, there's their initiation. They're not
coming in, and oh my god, Sadboy getting absolutely obliterated. Seal's gonna miss his Blink Dagger because of the Magnetize, and now everyone's rooted up. Different Heavens in there still. He's trying to right click. The triple Remnant not hitting too much. KL7 is gonna take the damage on the left side. He's gonna be dead. Mantisaur's gonna actually debuff a lot of that. Nice 2-man Burrow Strike. That's gonna be one more for Ajit. Ajit with a cup of grace going hard here. And that is gonna be forcing out a GG.
Alright. Did I say even matchup? That did not look even at all.
Man, that was not close. Lanes were lost.
always be ready for a team fight.
Life stealer.
Radiant
Yeah,
team
pretty much.
pick.
And you know, if the situation really calls for it, for them by blowing both of them, if you win a team fight by killing off the entire team, you could easily take any objectives that you would like, because Meepo's really good at taking objectives.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Not really. I think it's.
Axe.
Okay, wait, do it for an axe.
Radiant team pick.
It's gonna be a seal axe jungling,
Ursa
or are we gonna see a support underlord? I don't think I've ever seen any other team run support underlord other than, I think it's IGV. Fights, yeah, I think that's the only person I've ever seen. It's just dogfights.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant
So I guess
team
Meepo is
back.
pretty much gonna ignore the lifestealer. It's entirely up to Ursa to just demolish the lifestealer.
Ten seconds remaining.
I actually still would like
5 seconds
Night
remaining.
Hunter. I actually still think it. We'll have to see. Yeah, for WG. Starting to
Radiant
look like
team
a.
pick.
Okay,
Dire team pick.
I gotta favor Warriors Gaming.
10 seconds
They might even dodge it.
remaining.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if they put Ursa mid instead of Meepo, and then Meepo
5
can just go
seconds
safe lane.
remaining.
Oh, Axe destroys Meepo, but Axe is looking like he's gonna be jungling here. I actually think Ursa is. I wouldn't say wins against Invoker, but he's very good against Invoker. You don't really take too much damage, and you farm relatively safely. The only threatening build Invoker can for against an Ursa is like the Quaswex, and you just drain him of his mana. Then he's like, very vulnerable.
Low mana.
I think if he goes Quaswex though, we might run into the same issue where they just don't have the damage.
Okay. Well, as for Ajit, looks like he is going to be going mid. No fear there. And then we have Nana playing a safe lane Ursa instead. Also, the big question is whether Ursa is going to be going for the Helm of the Dominator build. We do see some Ursa players. Miracle comes to mind, building that build. And personally, I'm not a big fan of it, but I do see it work from time to time.
I think it's actually pretty good this game, simply because you're against the Lifestealer, and if you can actually micro it, you can get rid of open wounds, or if his rage is down, you can just kite him forever. And when you spam that purge, can't move.
Right, so you're talking about the Satyr Banisher. I mean, the other creep you probably want to get against the Lifestealer is the Dark Troll Summoner. Just net him.
Oh yeah, that also works.
30 seconds to battle.
All right, they're actually going to send the Meepo into the mid lane,
Yep.
simply because it's an Invoker, so like, go against Invoker is perfectly fine.
Although the fact that he has to get Poor Man's Shield and not Iron Talon is going to slow down his mid-game jungle quite a bit. I don't think I've ever seen a Meepo go back for it though.
Warriors Gaming, they're just
Dude, Ban is just
aggressively.
standing here. He's like,
Yeah.
I want this rune. You gonna get it?
Gold and
Oh, he just gets it. He gets it, and I don't think Disruptor's gonna make it close enough
No.
to glimpse.
Yeah, so pretty big victory by WG here. Wait, they're gonna get all 4 runes. The one in the
You're
jungle
right.
has...
There's one in the jungle.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Ever.
I don't think so either.
Alright,
Look at these aggressive wards from Warriors Gaming. They see everything in the jungle.
yeah, I think that might be a little bit too much if you ask me, but hey.
coin for me.
Good, 400 gold lead, just like that.
Yeah.
Hands off!
I'm not even sure if this... Actually, no, it seems like they have left in.
How is it possible they lost all 4 runes? I just don't get it.
Slowly chipping away at Ben.
And just juke around the trees. Oh, his top got cancelled by Thunder
Oh.
Strike. He's dead.
Very nice play. I think he's dead. I don't think he can make it out of this.
Wait. He's tankling through. He could go up here. He could kill. Oh,
Yo, that play.
Okay, keep going up. And TP out. I don't think he makes it. Wait.
He made it.
Wait.
He makes it.
And he shrines up.
What
Is
a
that worth?
player.
That's worth, right?
That's worth. Yeah.
I mean, he lost a Sal, he lost an Ironwood Branch, and a Tango, and a TP. But it's fine.
You don't feed over a first blood. I think that's the main reason why.
Yeah.
And Afu, he knows the Axe is gonna be jungling, trying to slow his farm down.
Oh man, Seal is just not having a good time. And likewise, look at bottom lane, DBB. Just gets driven back by Nana.
I actually would prefer if Axe was Underlord.
Mid lane, looks like we're gonna see a little bit of nets coming through. He's gonna try to go invis. Burrow Strike's gonna come through. Right clicks are doing a lot of damage in the second poof. That's first blood on the Meepo.
Never underestimate double Meepo at level 3. It's incredibly
Yeah.
strong.
I mean,
Jid catching him out at the perfect time.
wait. Are they gonna try
There
to
goes
get...
going again.
I don't know about this. I
don't know about
this. After just feeds. He's like, alright, I feel bad for you. Here's a free one.
I'm actually kind of surprised he died.
Yeah.
One tower shot with Colts now. It looked like he had a lot of life.
I don't know. I mean, Sun King's not exactly the highest armor hero early on.
Anyways, that was a clowny kill. Oh, he's gonna get a haste turn. I wonder if he's gonna go back into the jungle just to mess with Seal.
I'm back.
Alright, but Seal's already level 3, so he can't.
Yeah, I think Sun King wishes he's level 2. He could start applying the caustic and be a bit of a nuisance. He's gonna block the camp. Harass the Cecil.
I think he wants to block the camp too with the ward, but Disruptor's looking at.
No, he's just one down to body block it. 3, and then he left.
No, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, he wants. I think he wanted to
ward it
ward
as
it.
well.
Seal kind of just anticipates that if there's a possibility, he's just going to the other side instead.
Yep. Which he...
Little does he know, completely blocked out, apart from one camp.
Yeah. I mean, you could do the Ancients, but probably not. Not high HP enough.
Yeah, you know, even though he was bothered for the early stages, he's actually doing pretty good
Yeah.
already. Higher level than the offlaner.
I think the problem is that for one, Ben is getting a lot, and another is I think that Pit Lord is not getting enough.
Nova isn't doing bad either. He's actually getting a decent amount of space, just pulling over and over again. It really helps.
Yep. All right, looks like Meepo is gonna go duck into the jungle a little bit, and that's gonna free up the lane for Sand King, which definitely needs a catching up because he has been doing the harassing duty.
Enemy territory. Going to make it out. Part of this laning phase, very passive, as expected, just because Axe is going to be doing nothing but jungling for a bit.
Yep. Nana, by the way, has picked up, I believe, the makings of his Helm of the Denominator. Oh, Meepo runs.
I think it's actually a really good build.
I come to
Yeah,
think
what's
of it, Mushi favors this build as well when he plays the Ursa.
The regen that you get from the Helm of the Dominator is actually so much that you don't even need lifesteal to sustain.
Seal's getting
Seal?
caught
A
out.
lot of trouble.
Yeah, the
Still
meatball's gonna
stunned.
come
He
in.
looks very dead.
There
you go.
Be still.
I'm not sure whether I agree with the point about the regen, because I feel like for an Ursa, HP regen is really never the issue. Mana regen is a different story. I feel like getting something like Vlad's helps you out on both departments. That's just minus the creep stuff. Nice Sunstrike here by the mid player. And now X Nova's gonna pour it out. Limp gonna cancel it, and X Nova's pretty good as well. All right, NextGen making it happen here.
Already a better laning phase, but it's like you said, it's the Meepo lineup. While it looks nice and all, having 1 kill advantage at this stage of the game, none of it is on the Meepo.
Yep. In fact, Meepo's got what, 3 kills? So, or 1 kill, 1 assist.
And he's almost finished with his first Dragonlance, and we're only 6 minutes in.
All right, we're gonna port back on the bot lane here. DBB dropping that Firestorm. Uh-oh. Might be a little bit of trouble here as Nana being red and angry.
See here. Man, X Nova. What happened to his farm? I thought he was like pulling non-stop at bottom lane. Dives top, but bottom.
I mean, he was like busy warding over here, or you know, in enemy territory. He's fine. I mean, he's just.
I think with the way they've been playing, he should just leave all of that too.
But my point is like, I don't. How little farm he has, right? He just needs to
it's
press
not about
one
farm. It's about him getting 6 as fast as he can.
Yeah, which he is gonna get, like when the important stage of the game is gonna happen. So the next big contention point for NextGen is the Roche pit, making sure either the Meepo or Nana don't pick it up.
Going on Ben.
They're also going onto the pit lord on the bottom. DBB taking a ton of damage, and looks like that is gonna be the kill. Top lane Sunstrike going on Ben. Looks like both offlaners having a tough time here.
I think at this point they probably start gooping up with Tidehunter for these, at least for one of the towers. I think they should group up for bottom tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think they're so okay just farming, because Ursa still needs like his big item, the blink, and then Ajit just wants time, right? I think they should actually use the Ravages and Globals defensively to defend their own towers. Because I don't think this is the point they need to pressure.
Okay, I mean I think that's actually
Dire's
perfectly
middle
fine as well.
tower is under attack.
You have to remember though, it's Jungle Axe, and he's getting a lot done right now.
Okay.
Got 2 kills on the Tidehunter,
Bottom tower is under
getting really close to that Blink Dagger.
That is true. That can be the contention point. Just mess up the Meepo as he comes.
Dragonlance 1 is complete. Minutes into the game. I think he's gonna finish his next one in about 2 minutes.
When you say it like that, it sounds like you're joking, but it's not. That's actually how fast it farms.
Yep.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gonna time line up with. Oh no, wait, sorry, it's level 10 for the third. Why do I always think it's.
He's already got the third one.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright,
Dire's
Axe rotating bottom. He's 500 away from that blink. If he can pick up this kill on Afu, that could be huge.
Afu is also 500 away from his Blink.
Oh, okay, nice dodge.
He dodges this.
And,
Yeah, he's out. He's almost done.
Dire's top tower.
They're giving a lot of space to Afu to farm as well.
yeah.
And they do have that global now. And the Ravage. So yeah, they are just grouping up top, and
Radiant's
1.
bottom
There's really no
tower
way
is under attack.
Gen are gonna defend it, especially since Disruptor isn't. Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under
Meepo ports the bottom lane. Is there any chance? Not without the
Dire's
Meepo
top
blink,
tower
so.
has fallen.
Or not without the Axe blink.
He's getting very close. He should just focus on jungling. Go back to his side of the jungle.
I'll take your treat. A gift from the tempest of battle.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Same with Afu. I think both of them should just go farm. Afu is only 200 off.
I wonder
Invis?
if there's any chance of Neepo going straight blink.
Dire's bottom
I think he
tower
should just
has
play.
been
I think probably
down.
just play it safe. And
Dire's top
that.
tower
Although
is
I think
under
actually you
attack.
might be right. I mean, he's holding onto 2,000 gold, which is more than what a Dragonlance is worth. I think you might be right.
Rotation up top here. Looks like we're gonna see a fight going on. Nana does have his ultimate ready. He's looking to fight. He's gonna pop his ultimate. No, it's late. Global's also somewhat late here, and now Nana's stuck in there. He's gonna be dead. They don't want to commit the Ravage just yet. The call on the backline, Sunstrike on top of him, and that's gonna be yet another kill. That was Global committed. They get a secondary one afterwards. All of a sudden.
That was some unfortunate timing. It was just a little bit too late.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think Nana also held it thinking that the Global would protect him somewhat, but got glimpsed into a Static Storm, so no protection there.
Well, Ajit does have that blink, yeah. I think this is the time. They should definitely start taking team fights with this.
It gets scouted immediately as he walks under this observer ward. They're not making like any movement as they know though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Spot out the meat.
KL7 wants to fight this. They have
They
blinks
have.
available.
Oh, he blinked away.
Yeah.
But next gen, they're actually doing very well for this early game. Despite having a jungle axe, he's got that blink dagger now, and they're looking to smoke up.
X-Nova gets caught out here farming on the bottom side. Sunstrike on top. Dunk is gonna be a little bit late, but oh wait, magic stick. Is he actually gonna make it out here via a juke? No, he's dead.
Dire's
Very
middle
unlikely.
tower is under attack.
Okay.
Silence.
Alright, WG's gonna go into the Roshan pit. You know, despite having the big advantage with the Meeple, I feel like this game from WG is not really clean.
He's gonna get spotted out by the Sunstrike as well.
Here comes
Warriors
BBB.
gaming.
Uh-oh, BBB is gonna, well, gonna be dead here. I'm surprised he decided to get that close. They even have to net for him, and then you net him up. The right click's
Wait,
gonna
but
come
Ajit,
through.
super low. They have to back.
Dire's bottom
Oh, he's
tower
gonna just shrine up, I think. Nana could take over, right?
Close.
Lane call in the backline here. They do find Ben, so no more Ravage. The bash onto Nana. They're gonna open these up. He's gonna pop his ultimate and fight this. Nice 3-man burrow strike from Apu, and now Felipo comes in. Boost Global is gonna be on
and they have
top,
the
and now
global.
that's gonna be one kill on the back line. Nice secondary net coming here from Structural Warlord. Ooh, a glimpse back. Now Ajit and the rest of the team will finally finish Rogue.
That looked so bad for Warriors Gaming. I actually thought they were screwed at that
Gonna get
point.
wiped there. Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very nice. What was it, like 3-man burrow strike into that global? Yep, completely turned the fight around.
I think Silencer was dead at the beginning of the fight. And then he respawned.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That was like such an impressive team fight from Warriors Gaming too, because like next gen, they respect that Ravage and flew everything on the tide to ensure that he has no way of getting it off, and they still lost the team fight.
Right. I really think it was the 3-man burrow strike from the Sanking that turned it around. That was absolutely fight winning. And now if you look at what they're getting on the back of this, X-Nova is gonna finish that Hanamitis. So that's gonna be great for him. Sanking already has Blink, he's gonna go back for Arcane Boots. Tie Hunter is gonna finish his mech, so he's not gonna get, well, I'm surprised he doesn't even have the mech yet, but he will have it soon. And all of these key items is gonna make it really tough here for next gen in the next fights.
Oh, Nana gets caught out.
Dire's middle tower
He's gonna
is
die.
under
Yeah, he's super.
I guess the nice thing is he doesn't have the Aegis, so he won't die a secondary time.
I think if he had an Aegis, I think Warriors Gaming would act.
TP
Like,
and
Considering how much
Yeah.
they use. Oh, they know Apu is here. They'll have Ravage. I have to be very careful here.
Ravage has been spent on the mid lane here, and Alpha in a lot of trouble. Alpha most likely gonna go down unless he gets a last hit on this kill. Maybe Cosmic Finale? No, he's gonna be... Okay, Sunstrike gonna get dodged. Alpha may outlive it. It's gonna be close. He's gonna be fine. looks like the Meepo dropped the combo on the lifesteal up top as well. But the lifesteal survived thanks to going into a creep. So a ton of spells being used, Ravage being one of them.
Yeah, no, but no one ends up dying.
Yep.
But Global is up again, so Warriors Gaming not afraid to take these team fights.
Dire's middle tower
Yep.
has fallen.
I believe that was actually the first Ravage of the whole game.
Yeah, they have smoke. I feel like this is a smoke for Warriors Gaming.
Meepo finds the Invoker, the net's gonna come through, the Global's gonna be there, and he's just dead immediately.
How is it you heard not my warnings?
There you go, having two big cooldowns that are like pretty much team fight winning with the kind of lineup. They're starting to like together with the draft.
I mean, so far they've just been using it for like essentially solo kills, which is fine. Meepo thought about Dragonlance number 2, but he's gonna go for a Manta Sound instead. Just on that. Lane Call is gonna find Afu. Afu most likely gonna die here, but the team's gonna come in from the back line. Nana just melts one, and Seal now gonna be in trouble as well. The Meepo proves in, but the Ziggurat's Call will not help him. He's gonna be dead on the back line. Nana goes on a secondary target, DBB. Also gonna be dead, and this time they didn't even need Ravage or Global.
That was just very, very good targeting from Nana, identifying the disruptor from the backline and just blowing him up instantly. And he had to use that static storm on
Dire's bottom
a solo
tower has
Ursa
fallen.
while he was ulted. It pretty much
Radiant's
amounted to
middle
nothing.
tower is under attack.
Meepo searching for more with the Invis rune. But did get spotted as he walked past a couple of wards. Yeah, so what's your thought on Manta Cell? Not exactly the most common item you see on Meepos.
I definitely agree with that, but I don't think he really has any real reason to go back for a Dragonlance simply because he's just farming so fast right now. He could have easily gone for that shotgun too, the Ethereal Blade. If he really wanted to, he could have gone for a Sheep Stick if he wanted to. I think the Manta just makes it easier for control the map up because he can just run his Meeples all over the place to farm faster.
LBG does see Seal here if they want to punish him. I do believe they see the Invoker as well. I think Invoker is probably the more important kill, and in fact they are going to go for him, and DBB is going to pop the mech. The Pit of Malice is going to be a little bit slow, and as a result everyone, well, the Meeple is pooping in as well. Ajit looking for another net. He's missing all of them. Still pinging him out.
Dire's middle
Oh, and he's dead. Meeple pooping in. Doom doom doom.
That's another 2 kills without having to expend the mid
Hey,
lane.
Sad Boys is on a journey right now. He doesn't have Rage, so Rage TV is not available. Maybe he's going
He does have his best.
Okay, for the Bro Strike, and they're gonna just pop the epicenter on top of him. Yeah, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. Rage is back online, but he's just already dead.
Dire's middle tower.
X Nova's gonna pick up the kill. Miwa Meepo now going on tier 2s.
That's
Dire's
3 for nothing.
has fallen.
And that wasn't a single cooldown expended. They still have Ravage, they still have Global. How are you gonna stop Warriors Gaming?
Is under attack.
They actually don't have the mana because they just kill people now. They need to go back and heal a little bit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Nana did pick up the Vlads as well. It really helps them Meepo actually.
Radiant's
Meepo already has built-in lifesteal, right? So not exactly 100%
Got Vlads
necessary.
too.
Oh, he sees DBB.
Ajit,
Wait.
very deep the enemy base, but he does have Blink still.
Nana
is in a lot of trouble though. He does Blink,
blinks away.
but he has no TP.
He has ult. He's using it.
He's baiting it as long as possible.
Yeah. Pops his ult.
Wait,
Now
he's
Blink.
actually just out?
He just walks away.
He
There's
just
no
walks
blink.
away?
Yeah. Swims on CD, and now Ajit, the Meeple army's up top. He's gonna push that tier 2.
Dire's top tower is under
That's a
attack.
very bad sign for your team. When you have pretty much the entire team on one hero and he just walks away.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
That was the last tier 2. Now you can take the shrines and watch it. Gonna get even more far in bottom lane.
Yeah. And these Meeples are super tanky. I'm just watching the Manta Legion. He's like actually doing a lot of work, pushing out the wave.
I think with how far ahead WG are, you should probably just invest in a gem at this point.
Sure. Ajit invis again. Let's see if he can find anybody. He's very patient with his meeple play. Never really just rushing in for a kill. If he does, you make sure that he has global backup.
BB doing his best to keep these lanes pushed out. Seal is also here. I wonder if they're trying to make a kill happen up here.
Yep.
I think between the two of them and a Sunstrike, they actually might be able to kill someone. Well, I don't think they can kill the Ursa though.
Ooh, depends if he gets called without his ult. Ursa playing it safe under his tower, expecting some sort of gank coming in. He is half correct. You know, I don't want to count NextGen out completely yet, because we've seen WG in this particular spot where they're very ahead, they get the complete map control, but they can't finish the game. Nana. I mean, the high ground for NG is actually really hard to push into. Ursa is just not exactly the best pusher in the game, and even though Meeple could take towers very quickly, Meeple is likely going to get focused very fast at the same time as well.
They may be. I think they're just waiting for the next Roshan and or Nana to pick up damage later, so they actually do significant amount of damage to towers. Because like you said, next generation's high ground is actually very strong. Oh, Afu gets caught up.
Afu. That's offensive duels against him, and he just gets control 100% of the time. These kills are slightly helping Dire to make a dent in that big net worth deficit that they have. But it's looking bad right now. About 15,000 net worth lead for WG.
Roshan is back up. I mean, easy Roshan. I don't think there's really any way they're gonna be able to stop. Do you trade to tier 1?
Alright, they do scout it, but Rosh is gonna go down pretty much instantaneously. And it's time to go time. Ajit actually going for Eye of Skadi. All of the stats.
Yeah, all of the stats. He's gonna be so tanky. He already is pretty tanky.
Yeah, 1800 HP. I mean, once he gets 25, that 400 talent.
I think they need Seal to pick up Blade Mail if they want to be able to kill this as well.
You know,
if you manage to cast an Ursa without ulti, Blade Mail, you actually might just make him kill himself.
Well, he does have Lats to kind of help out against that aspect, but I guess Ursa does do quite a bit of damage, so maybe not.
This still looks really rough for a next generation. This Invoker just doesn't have the farm he needs to actually win a team fight for his team.
Oh, here comes WG. They see a couple here up top. X-Nova is gonna start things off. Global's gonna be on top, so no rage, none of that here, and that's gonna be one quick kill just for the carry. KL7 says, "Don't, I'm not here. Just go away." I think so, right? You got the Lifestealer. At least make a buyback.
Stuff everywhere, like
Meeples
in the mid.
Hitting on the mid buildings. This Pit of Malice, though, again, doing a lot of work. Are they going to call on top of this? They force them back in with the call. Tornado is going to be there pretty decently, but that's all of the follow-up. And the tier 3 is going to go down. Ajit now going to focus on the buildings soon. And again, they have Ravage. They have the mech.
He has a pipe now too. Oh, they're playing it very safely.
Yeah. Definitely respecting the Pit of Malice. That range rack's going down fast, but backdoor regen just kicked in here. Nope, it's gone again. Alright, they blink call, they want the TIE Hunter, they're throwing everything on him, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. People on the back line kills KL7 pretty much immediately, but they want him on top of the ice wall. Yeah, oh, he gets it off! Come up before he dies, and now it's gonna be all she wrote when it comes to this team by DBE. Gonna eat it, and everyone's dead except the Invoker. They're gonna focus on the Rex. No, they want kills. Wait. wait. Ooh! And Yule's not really timing at the perfect moment. And WG probably should turn back and pick the back instead.
I think Next Generation had the right idea. They went for that Tidehunter, but unfortunately wasn't able to kill him off. Yeah, and being able to get off that Ravage at the final moment, when they all assumed that he's not going to have that chance, completely ended all of their chances of making a comeback.
I mean, here's the thing, even if they kill Tidehunter, they threw everything at him. Like, they won't have enough to rid the Ursa or the Meatball, so...
True as well, yeah.
The fact that they didn't even kill...
Five seconds remaining.
Imba Spirit.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban.
All right, got the Slardar Lone Druid already.
10 seconds remaining.
I think they're.
5 seconds.
I would say they're
remaining.
even, because there's a Slardar. Lone Druid alone, definitely not
Reserve
enough,
time.
but I think Slardar is definitely one of the more OP heroes, in my opinion. Okay. Yeah. I think Yules is probably the best option here. If he's gonna pick up something, like, I think his build most likely will be Veil into either Blink or Yules, depending on how the game is going for them. Actually, I'm kind of convinced that Silencer is the secret hero of this patch. Like, everyone's favoring all of these other heroes, but Silencer is actually pretty close up, at least in my opinion.
Seconds remaining.
Well, first of all, I think Global is just insanely strong.
5 seconds remaining.
And you know, originally when they made the change to Arcane Curse, I wasn't a big fan of it, but after trying it out, I actually really like Arcane Curse. And Last Word is just overall very strong. Basically, his entire set is some, at least in my opinion, tier 1 hero.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Dire team pick.
Bench, you can easily swap into a Crush with a setup.
Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining.
I think it's not too bad here. I guess the idea is, so you're up against Slardar and Bench, you know, both of them having the ability to minus armor. Counteract that with the weave. Lone Druid and Wisp? How so? What do you mean?
Silencer.
Dire team pick.
Thing about it is just being able to save him with relocate. I think the regen isn't too big of a deal because Lone Druid just uses air to soak up all the damage when farming, so most of the time he doesn't actually need the regen.
5 seconds remaining.
And next gen they pick up the Silencer, so they definitely, I think this is actually going to be a core bench because I think if you pick up a Silencer here, the idea is basically to blow someone up before you can even get a grave up, and it's also really good against the Ember Spirit and Earth Spirit. Yes, I think that's correct. They had a really impressive showing yesterday. You know, originally I would have said that I would definitely favor Warriors Gaming before watching NextGen yesterday, but you know, after seeing them yesterday, I actually think that this is a pretty even matchup.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
I'm gonna have to go look. I don't actually remember. I'm gonna say that it was Seal.
5 seconds remaining.
Wait, weren't you? No, that wasn't them though. That was Eden from RRQ. I think that's who you're thinking about. I still think it's an even match. I'm just basing Next Gen off of their actual series, not the. I wasn't mixing up.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Especially since everyone picked very similarly. There's not too much variation.
10 seconds remaining.
At the moment, I would say that
5
it's
seconds
kind of in the air.
remaining.
I actually am not too against seeing a revenge here. I actually think it's not bad, especially since you have a Slardar. By having extra levels on.
Ten seconds remaining.
That's true. It's very
5 seconds
reliant on the
remaining.
team, like really on the same page, being on the same page for that global usage.
Reserve time.
Warriors Gaming, they need one carry. There's still a Luna, but I don't think Luna matches up too well here. I actually think Jug is better. Okay, PA is actually okay too.
Radiant
I was gonna say like
pick.
some kind of carry that could buy Blink and kill Lone Druid by themselves. Yeah,
10
that's
seconds
a
remaining.
good point. Teams really seem to favor PA.
5
I mean,
seconds
to be fair, I don't think we've seen any PA games to great success.
Reserve time.
Abyssal Underlord.
I think they picked PA just because they know what's going to be Silencer mid. They highly anticipate it, and I don't think you want to lane your Ember against the Silencer, so it should be PA mid and then Ember Spirit in the safe lane. And this is going to be the carry Lone Druid, Support R, and Venge.